Welcome to Installation and Migration Issues, the third lesson of SEP 14, Maintain and Troubleshoot. In this video, I'll walk you through how to troubleshoot and resolve installation issues with the Symantec Endpoint Protection Mac client. Let's get started. But first, we'll do a walkthrough of the different stages of a SEP for Mac install. During the Review Prerequisites phase, the install checks to make sure that the computer meets Symantec Endpoint Protection's system requirements. System requirements include making sure that the computer is running a supported operating system and that the user is logged in with administrator rights. The setup creates folders in application support and adds Symantec Endpoint Protection components. If not installed, the setup adds Live Update for downloading virus definitions. In the Configure phase, setup configures drivers and services. And at the end, the install runs Live Update. There are many reasons that a SEP for Mac client installation can fail, but I've listed some of the common use cases. There may be remnants of a previous installation that requires you to run the Symantec uninstaller utility to resolve the issue. If the installation is failing due to an upgraded operating system, you may need to review the system requirements. With third-party application issues, the best course of action is to review the macOS system logs. You can resolve user account issues using a local admin account. For more information on these topics and more, see the KB listed on the screen. Now let's talk about how we can gather evidence. When gathering evidence for a failed SEP for Mac client install, it's important to identify the deployment method. You can install Symantec Endpoint Protection directly on the computer with the client install package. Or if you're not directly in front of the computer, you can deploy using remote push. Some organizations also use third-party deployment tools like Apple Remote Desktop or Casper to deploy the Symantec Endpoint Protection client. Before troubleshooting, determine whether the deployment attempt was a new install or an upgrade. During the Gather Evidence phase, you also collect installation logs. The Symantec Endpoint Protection for Mac client records events to the system.log and the install.log in the console. If the installation fails before creating any output, you may see a crash report listed in the console. Another approach is to run Gather Symantec Info to detect product issues. For more information on this topic, see the KB listed on the screen. After identifying the deployment method and reviewing the installation logs, it's time to research. When researching a SEP for Mac client installation issue, use the keywords that you gathered to search the Symantec knowledge base. The search results show potential solutions that you can use in the repair and validate phase. You can also search or post on Symantec Connect. If you ran a Gather Symantec Info, examine the results to identify what caused the installation to fail. Use the installation guide to verify the system meets minimum system requirements. You can also reference the KB listed on the screen to see which versions of SEP for Mac are compatible with the latest operating system. During the repair phase, you apply a corrective action. Examples of corrective actions are to run the Symantec uninstaller to remove remnants of a previous installation. If you're deploying SEP for Mac via remote push, verify SSH is enabled on the Mac client and Bonjour is installed on the SEPM for remote push, or correct the issue by using a local administrator account to install SEP. When performing a SEP upgrade, if you perform a major upgrade of your Mac OS, remove the SEP client package. If it's a minor release, do not uninstall SEP for Mac. Reference the screen for examples of both types of releases. Note that if you perform a major upgrade of your Mac operating system, use the Symantec uninstaller to remove the SEP client package. After upgrade, reinstall SEP for Mac. In this video, you learned how to describe the SEP for Mac client installation process. You also learned how to troubleshoot and resolve a failed SEP for Mac installation. For more information about the topics discussed in this video, refer to the resources listed on the screen, and remember to frequently check the Semantic Support website. Thank you for watching this video.